Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be opening and fixing up an old Caroline Abbott doll. So I've been wanting her for a really long time and I just think that she's so pretty, and she also has the same name as me, so that's always made me want her a lot. But my mom got her for me off of Facebook Marketplace and she just came in the mail and I'm so excited to open her. So yeah, let's just get straight into the video. Okay, so here is Caroline out of the box, and she is absolutely gorgeous. So she came with her pink dress, pink shoes, and then like the bloomers, everything that she would normally come with except for like the socks. But yeah, I'm really happy to have those items now, and let's take a closer look at what we need to fix. So her limbs have a lot of like marks on them. There are a few on her arms and many on her legs, so I'm going to be attempting to remove all of those. And she also has very frizzy hair, and it's also pretty tangled, although it does have a little of its natural curl still there, so I'm going to try to wash it and detangle it and then recurl it. And her limbs are a little bit loose, but she can still stand and hold her arms up, so I'm not going to worry about tightening them. So to clean her and remove the marks, I'm using a Mr. Clean Magic Eraser, and I basically just got it wet and squeezed it out, and I'm rubbing it all over her arms and legs as well as lightly on her face because I don't want to remove the face paint, but this will just clean her off and hopefully remove the marks. So yeah, I just want her to be clean since I don't know where she's been and I don't know the people that I got her from, so yeah. So sadly the magic eraser did not work for most of the stains on her. There are still both of them on her arms and most of them on her legs. It only got off a couple of the very tiny minor stains, so that's kind of disappointing, but I think I'm going to try again later, so hopefully later it will work better than right now. So before I get on to washing her hair, I wanted to brush it out first since it's kind of tangled, so I'm just spraying it down with a lot of water and just brushing it out piece by piece. And yeah, this took kind of a long time, but it did brush out a lot easier when I was done, so that was very good, and I think it was much better to have it brushed out before I started shampooing it and stuff than to not, because then it would just be tangled and it still wouldn't really work that well. Before I started washing her hair, I just untied the necktie using a tapestry needle and took off her head because I thought it would be a lot easier to wash it without the body, and I just didn't want to have the body get wet because that would be bad and cause a lot of damage. Okay, so next I'm going to be shampooing and conditioning their hair, so I'm using the Pantene Daily Moisture Renewal shampoo and the Pantene Daily Moisture Renewal conditioner, and I got these in the travel sizes at the store, and I think that was just perfect for the American Girl dolls. So I am starting off by just clogging the sink and turning on the faucet, and I'm filling the sink about halfway. Then I'm going to be using the shampoo. I'm just going to put a little bit in there and kind of mix it in with my hand. Then I'm just grabbing Caroline and dunking her hair in the water, and I'm just kind of doing this repeatedly. I put more water in there because there wasn't enough, but I just want to wash her hair because I don't know the people that I got her from, and She wasn't in my home originally, so I just want to make sure that everything about her is clean since, I just don't know where she's been. But I'm just going to continue doing this for about 3 minutes until I think that her hair is nice and clean. And once I finished with that, I just drained all of the water out of the sink, and then I just turned on the faucet and rinsed all of the shampoo out of her hair because I don't want to damage it, and yeah. So once I finished with the shampoo, I came in with the Pantene conditioner. I just put a little bit of it in my fingers and I just rubbed it through her hair and kind of combed through her hair. Just finger combed it because I wanted to get the conditioner in there, and I know the conditioner in their hair is a really good way to make it softer and shinier and kind of just not as frizzy. So yeah. So then I just left her there for 10 minutes, and once the 10 minutes were up, I came back and rinsed out all of the conditioner. So I let her hair dry for a couple minutes, maybe 10, just so that it wasn't like sopping wet when I came back to curl it. But now I'm just going to be retouching her head to the rest of her body before I start putting in some curlers. Okay, so now that her body is reattached to her head, I'm just going to brush out her hair before I put in the curlers, just to make sure that it's nice and neat and easy to work with. And now that her hair is all brushed out, I'm just putting in bobby pin curlers. And if you don't know what those are, it's basically where you just take a small piece of hair and wet it, and then take an object like a Sharpie or a pen and roll it up to her head, and then just use a bobby pin to secure it for a couple of hours before you take them out. And I did about 5 layers of these just because that's kind of how Caroline's hair is, but yeah. So now here are the finished curlers that I've put in, and I'm going to leave these in overnight, and then in the morning I will come and take them out and show you her beautiful curls. Okay, so now it is the next day. Her curlers have been in for around 14 to 15 hours and they are completely dry. So now I'm just going to be taking them out layer by layer, starting at the bottom. And I'm just kind of finger curling them after they come out to make sure that they look nice and neat, and yeah. Okay, so now I have taken out her curls, and I have just kind of twisted and pinned back the very first one since it was in her face, and I'm just kind of cutting these little extra strands because they're just kind of shorter and sticking up, and so I just want to get rid of those. And then her hair was smelling weird, not in a good way, so I took some cherry blossom fragrance mist that I found, and I'm just kind of spraying it on her hair and a little bit on her body. And I'm not sure if this can damage American Girl, but she seemed fine and it got rid of the smell, so I'm happy with it. And I forgot to mention, but once her hair was in the curlers, I tried again with the magic eraser to get off some of the marks, and they might have lightened up a little bit, but honestly, none of them came off, so that's a little bit sad. I'm a little bit annoyed by that, but most of them are on the back of her legs, so it's okay. I think that they just didn't come off because they're such old stains, but yeah, I'm not too worried about the stains, and I can try harder to get them off if I really think that it's an issue. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you liked it, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I'm really happy that I got to restore this old Caroline Abbott doll to kind of how she was before, and I'm really happy that I now have her. And anyways, I will see you in my next video. Bye!